Hear ye.
Hear ye, hear ye?
Hear ye. Yeah, I called to order this meeting of three imbeciles stupid enough to give up their afternoon and evening to record a dumb podcast. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
There you go. It sounds like we're going to move forward. Hey, my name's DeeLow. I am a part of this weekly and fun thing to do, and across from me is the lovely and talented
Sarah.
Oh.
and to the right of Sarah is the lovely and talented
You got
it.
Tony.
There you go.
There it is. We had to wait for him, of course, but that's what we do. We wait for Tony. Yeah, there is a better podcast. It's the show about everything and nothing all at once, with the goal of bringing a little bit of humor to your day, one way or the other. Whether you like us, whether you love us, whether you hate us, we are proof that
there is a better podcast. You gonna be all right over there?
As always, you want to get in touch with us, you can do that via email. How do you do that, Sarah?
There is a better podcast at gmail.com.
Where do you get us on the Twitter?
There is a better number one.
And then finally on Instagram, you can get us at There Is a Better Podcast. Coming up in the show today, we are going to be talking about idiots.
What?
Idiots.
Who dat?
You know, we're just talking about ourselves.
And a little bit later, I'm hoping to get a little bit of time in to do I'm going to pit Tony and Sarah against each other in a Mother's Day trivia.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Bring it on.
You know, I forgot to pull up our word of the day, but we are going to dig into the word hole right now and give you the word of the day. Oh, you know what? I'm not plugged in. It's good to find that out now.
Plug it in.
Okay, well,
Plug it in.
thanks for sticking around. And
Little electric feed here.
Here. Oh,
Yeah, you like that? You like that? Huh? Take that.
That's exciting.
There we go.
You a-hole.
Yeah,
All right,
well.
what's the word? Idiot, you idiot.
wow.
Hot mic.
That is really up there.
Let me try it again. You ready?
Mellifluous.
There we go. That's a little better.
Thanks.
Mellifluous.
Do you even...
I know. I actually have a hard time saying this, but it is.
Well.
Here, you ready?
Mellifluous.
Mellifluous.
And it means sweet or musical, pleasant to hear, which is not this.
I kind of enjoy that, actually. It puts me to sleep.
Oh, see, and I killed it too again.
Well, we did call order to the...
Hear ye, hear ye.
All right.
Say the word again.
Mellifluous.
Mellifluous.
It is a tough word to say.
Mellifluous.
The reason it came about was because of the better recommendation today. I am recommending a YouTube video of all things. It was episode 50, yes, that I did the top 10 with Tony.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yes.
did top 10, kind of imitating David Letterman, who I know that Tony is an absolute huge fan of. I am myself a fan as well. And
I was just doing my best impression, actually, of Paul Schaefer. With
yeah, that is correct. You did a great job, too.
You did a great job.
I'm
You both did a
talking
great
about
job.
on at the beginning of this.
At the beginning of this one?
Yeah,
I
that
gotcha.
one not so much.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in preparation to hone my spot on David Letterman imitation, I was like looking up different top 10s that he had in the past.
Yeah, those things exist.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And
All of them, right?
I came across one that was pretty damn awesome, and I highly recommend anybody go check out, especially if you're a David Letterman fan. But it was laugh after laugh after laugh, and it's when spoken or sung by is the YouTube
category?
video.
Oh.
It's the YouTube video. It actually goes 36 minutes and 12 seconds long. We're going to go ahead and
That's
play
the first
whole
half of it?
thing.
So we're gonna play it
and
all now?
Call that our show.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Are we
All right.
getting our content strike out of the
Roll
way
it.
for today?
Well, we are going to do a content strike, but we
good.
are not going to play the whole thing. I'm doing a highlight reel here, so we're going to go ahead and play about 2 minutes of highlights from the video.
So we recommend listening to YouTube for 2 minutes.
You ready?
Okay,
Okay.
Category tonight, words that sound great when spoken by James Earl Jones. Here we go.
Ooh.
Number 10.
Mellifluous.
And that is why that is our word.
There it is. There it is.
I had no idea what it meant.
9.
Gubernatorial.
Oh, yes.
Is that Barry White?
That is Barry
It
White.
sounds like Barry White, yeah.
That was my favorite.
Who's that?
Opera singer,
An
groin
opera
pull.
singer?
Groin,
Okay.
groin pull.
7.
We never, ever, 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 ever had sex.
He had two of those.
Number 6.
I can provide references from my last hospital job.
Now, John Malkovich.
Yes.
Oh.
Prime time catastrophe.
My God, I love his voice.
Is that Barry White again?
Yeah, that's Barry White.
Number 4.
John Mayer is like sexual napalm.
Is that Snoop?
That's Snoop.
Nice.
Number 3.
Give me your wallet or I'll kick you in the groin.
Barbershop style.
Cool thing when spoken by James Earl Jones.
Meow, 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 meow.
I don't know if I think that's cool. It sounds all right.
One thing that sounds cool when spoken by a giant robot.
All the slammin' shorties in the house say, yeah.
There you go. Again, that's a highlight reel. Again, it runs about 36 minutes, 12 seconds long, and
Jesus.
those weren't really my favorites. I was just trying to put something together real quick just to give an idea of some of the people
Love
that
it.
were in that. It was awesome seeing Snoop Dogg in there. Mm-hmm. And it was one of those things, Tony and I were just talking about this not too long ago, that, of course, YouTube, what it does is, does the whole analytics and
recommends
starts
stuff.
shoving other stuff at you. Sure. And I ended up coming across one with the Foo Fighters. That's pretty good. I also came across one with Eminem. That was a little disappointing. Is one of those things. Where, well,
Sorry.
I am. I
Did he lose himself though? Was he really in it?
I like Eminem's
If he didn't
music.
lose himself, then he
His
wasn't
shirt was
really in it.
covered
I
in
like
mom spaghetti.
Eminem's music, but it was like he was taking himself way too seriously.
Yeah.
He always is.
It's like, dude, cut back, have fun with
fun,
it,
be a
go
little
into
Snoop,
it.
channel
it's
Snoop.
like you do not need to be, and I get
That
it. There's a part of
serious.
it, is supposed to be his
It's his
image,
whole-
but
yeah.
whatever.
Spiel.
Yawn.
All right, if you caught last week's episode, we of course talked about comedy top fives, and we didn't get to. Well, I was going to mention it, but I didn't because I wanted to save it for this. One of the ones that I wanted to give a honorable mention to was the movie Idiocracy. It didn't make my top five, of course, but it would have been in my top 10, I believe. It was 2006 that it came out, co-written by Ethan Coen. Is that right?
Was that
It's not
one of the Coen?
It's not. It's not Ethan Coen. I know, and that
It's
was the
a-
thing. I had to look around. I'm like, am
Eaton
I
Coen.
understanding this right?
He's eating Cohen.
And it's Eaton, so E-T-A-N.
One of those,
past
it's one of those
tense of
names he
He-
writes
that's a
under as
student name.
Yeah.
Could be.
Pen name.
Yeah,
Also got
another
Mike,
pen name. Yeah.
Mike Judge, of course. And Mike Judge, anybody knows him. He's made riches off of stupidity with the characters Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill,
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
what, that boy
Silicon
right.
Valley. So he's made his living off of idiots.
He's got what they call fuck
which is
you
awesome.
money.
Which is yeah.
Yeah.
He's got enough money
awesome.
where you can say fuck
Really
you.
cornered the
And it's
idiot
awesome
market.
that he's been able to do it. But
Sadly, yes.
anybody that
and-
hasn't
There's plenty
seen
of
the
space
movie
there.
Idiocracy, all three of
Plenty.
us have seen this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody that hasn't seen it, I'm gonna give the rundown real quick, just so you kind of have the inside scoop. Luke Wilson plays the part of Private Joe Bowers, the most average person in the military. Now he's not stupid, but he's not brilliant either.
Just average.
There you go. Very average. In fact, he
Very
was
average.
I think they joke about him being average in intelligence.
Yes.
His heart is even average. Everything is average. And so for this reason, he's volunteered ordered to participate in a military project where they
Volunteered.
put him into a hibernation chamber for a
I was
year,
wondering what he was saying there.
along with a hooker named Rita. And that was played by
Yeah.
Maya Rudolph.
Oh, yeah.
He is, yeah. After being placed into the hibernation chamber, the base closes down, the project is forgotten about, and then they wake up in the what year? 2505. And everybody is a complete idiot, making Joe Bowers the smartest man on Earth. So what this all comes down to is and this has been debated on the web, is it movie malarkey or prophecy? Do you feel like we are going towards Idiocracy?
I say life imitates art.
Do you?
Yes. How many times have we seen something that we've seen on the big screen, the little screen, whatever it is, in jest, and then all of a sudden it happens in real life?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many times have we seen that? Life imitates art. Wasn't that, I'm trying to remember who said that. I swear that like somebody famous had once said life imitates art. Probably the same person who said everybody gets 15 minutes of fame.
So you thinking we are heading towards
That's
Idiocracy at this point?
Warhol, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
And it was funny because, we've got a text thread that we do outside of the podcast because, well, you can't do a text thread on a podcast.
Have you tried?
But try.
it?
We could give it a try.
Yeah, we
yes.
could try that.
But right afterwards, you were following up with some of the information that I found, which has to do with IQ. What's your thoughts on that?
So my thoughts on IQ is like there's IQ tests, but who's making the IQ tests?
True.
Mm-hmm.
And that is true.
To me, it seems like it's you can't. There's not a one test fits all. How's that?
Yeah.
No, I would agree with that.
That's a lame summary, but that's how I feel about it. There's not a one test that fits all.
And it's been argued that there's a racial bias, I believe they've said before.
Socioeconomic, racial, all the things.
But the point was, that aside, and I agree with that, that there is a bias to it, but it is also shown that IQ points have steadily been dropping over time since over the last century or so, I guess, or even more.
And I do get a sense, like Tony said, that life imitates art. I do agree that seems to be the trend.
And
it feels like some of the things that were represented in the movie Idiocracy, which if you haven't seen it, the president that is in the movie is okay. Can I dive into this one?
Again, they have had 20 years, little under 20 years to watch the movie. So if they haven't, we're going to go ahead and just say spoiler alert ahead. But yeah, go ahead, talk about it.
Fabulously played
by Terry Crews.
Yeah. And this was this is like 20 years ago. Was it 20 years ago?
It was 2006. 2006.
So yeah, pretty close to 20 years ago. So young, like way earlier in his career. I don't even know if he'd done maybe one or two movies before this. I'm not really sure what his credits were before this movie. But they thought the movie was going to be huge. Anyway, so he's the president, and he's like a former wrestler in the movie, and he's all into entertainment, and he comes out in what you would think a wrestler would come out onto stage, and it was treated like this big stage production with a full audience, and it looked like a monster truck rally every time.
Right.
And so the audience was all in on this whole, Camacho. Was it like Mountain Dew?
It's President.
Sponsored by Mountain Dew.
It's
President Camacho.
Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew.
Now you think about all of this.
Camacho.
You think about all of this really hard. President Dwayne, former wrestler.
Yes.
Former wrestler.
Have you heard who's trying to run for, maybe potentially looking at running for president down the road?
God,
he's a former wrestler. His name is Dwayne.
I have no idea.
Lyndon Johnson.
I have no idea if I would vote for him or not.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't have thought about that.
But that's the thing is we are seeing that, and we've seen it in politics, and I'm willing to even say that even though this is before, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there, and I know people get all weird about Trump, but that's what it reminds me of.
It reminded me
kind of
very much
this
kind of entertainment spectacle.
I will say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Be damned whoever,
Right.
Not realizing that your words have consequences. Now, at the same time, we've also seen we saw Sonny Bono, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, be very successful. Actually, who is it? A Minnesota,
Even Ronald
the governor
Reagan.
of Minnesota.
Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura.
Yep.
So we've seen a number of individuals that
particular individuals.
And reference to the movie there for those who haven't seen it.
This particular individual.
And we've seen a lot of celebrities that have basically gotten voted into office because they're celebrities.
Because they're celebrities.
Yeah.
I think even Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh is.
Oh, really? Did he
was
held
elected
an office
to
of
something.
some? Oh,
I didn't know
okay.
that.
I did not
And
know
I'm
that.
sure we're missing some.
Many.
And
Most likely.
then you've got.
Did you say Reagan?
Yep, Reagan.
And nothing
Yeah,
against
Ronnie the Ray Gun.
Kanye,
as my history
but
teacher
if
used to say.
Kanye was to run, do you think he might actually have a chance? And that's
Hold that
the
note a little
thing.
longer.
Now, let me ask you this question:
Maybe pre-breakup.
Do you think
Maybe.
he would do well in office?
Come on.
I don't know.
Exactly. Just say no. Just say no. Just like Nancy's told you. Just say no.
Yeah.
Just say no to that.
I dare you
drug.
to just
put
say
that,
no.
Put that down.
So yeah,
Write that down.
I will say that the right off the bat when I heard the audio of Trump saying "grab him in the pussy," that
man.
was where I said this is not the guy for me.
It's just like this State of the Union address.
Shit.
This is not Donald Trump.
Down with all that starving bullshit and the dust storms and we running out of French fries. and
By the way, he
burrito
is
covers.
reading this off a
And we're
teleprompter.
running out of French fries.
And
Yes.
in the back behind him, it's got a couple signs of sponsors, 2 corporate sponsors
Yes.
flank him of Pepsi.
Yes.
And then behind it, it's American Express, and it's spelled UHMERICAN EXXXXPRESS.
Yes.
Oh, American Express.
Can you pull up a clip of the Bondo or is it Bondo?
Brondo.
Brondo.
Rondo.
Find something there.
I like the way she says it. Anyway.
I got to thinking about like the things that I see lately where I'm just like we are heading, where I'm like I feel like we are heading towards idiocracy.
Right. So beyond politics.
Beyond politics,
Right.
and actually this still falls into politics.
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to inevitably fall there no matter what. I mean, it's just kind of the way
It does all kind of trickle back that direction.
But I don't feel like this was a political movie back in 2006.
No.
But it has become one in a way.
It's kind of shown itself, yes, as a kind of a testament to
But, yeah, go ahead.
stupidity being paramount. Now think about this. If you've watched The Simpsons, everything goes back to The Simpsons in one way, shape, or another.
Just
or
like Seinfeld.
Just like Seinfeld. But like Homer. Homer was smart, kind of. He was still an idiot, but he's become more and more and more of an idiot, and he's being celebrated as an idiot. So it's the dumbing down of a main character that everybody loves. Well, again, life imitating art. Perhaps maybe that was kind of our downfall too, because you started to see more characters follow suit.
Yeah.
And then it decided, society probably thought, well, I guess we don't really have to raise the bar that much. I mean, look what's on TV. We can do that. Family Guy, perfect
Right.
example.
Yeah, perfect example.
And now Idiocracy, it's just, kind of lowering the bar of how
I think of those
smart
Kevin
one has to
James
be.
shows too,
Oh, yeah.
where
Well, Kevin
he's
James
the
is the
husband
worst.
and he's just kind of this. He's
Well,
kind of a
dopey
jerk and he's a
jerk
dope
ass,
and he's
yeah.
allowed to be that way.
Right.
They even made another show kind of as a spin-off of that of that whole just kind of a jerk of a husband. It was called Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was a flip side. Like the wife had a totally different take on.
Right.
So his side of the stuff was all of the
comedy,
the
funny.
comedy side of it, like a sitcom style, and then her side of it was more like a drama because he was like
Wasn't that
horrible to do. It was Andy Murphy, I want
Andy
to say,
Murphy,
is
yep,
the
from
lead.
Schitt's Creek.
Right.
Yes.
Right. It did get canceled after one season, but
Really?
I got the gist of it. I got the appeal of it.
I wish I could
But
have
it was
seen
again.
that.
It was just he was kind of this basic person that had he just treated everybody like shit around him
And
no consequences.
I think that I think that's been seen now more in society, I guess, at least from my perspective. I mean, there's a whole Reddit thread called "Idiots in Cars." There's a whole Reddit thread of
they had an
idiots and
they had a
all these
Reddit
things.
thread for this even for
Yeah.
Idiocracy. Most people,
I'll have to look at that.
I think, on there were more in the lines of we're getting sick of people comparing Idiocracy, doing what we're doing right now.
Oh well,
You know,
it's
it's
not.
not-
if you want to,
But
if
I
you don't
don't-
want to be sick of it, then don't fucking act like an idiot.
Right. Right. Well, you asked about something that was
Sorry.
beyond politics. It's fair. No, that's fair. The environment is part of what they discuss in the movie.
Yes.
And we are all old enough, and I know that anybody above our age, I'm willing to cut some young folks some slack here, just because they didn't.
Did you just say the young folks?
Young folks.
The young folk.
The young folks.
I got the young
That's
folks.
right. I'll cut them some slack.
Right.
I got a little accent in there as well.
Yeah, don't let him do that.
How did you go back to the...
I don't know.
Sure, what's killing the crops is this Brondo stuff.
The Brondo's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops.
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
Like out the
I mean,
toilet?
it doesn't have to be out of the toilet, but yeah, that's the idea.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Okay, look. The plants aren't growing, so I'm pretty sure that the Brondo's not working. Now, I'm no botanist, but I do know that if you put water on plants, they grow.
Well, I've never seen no plants grow out of no toilet.
So you ain't the smartest guy in the world.
Yeah.
All right, so if you haven't seen the movie, the idea and the premise on that is that they stopped feeding the plants water. They started feeding them basically Gatorade.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the environment, of course, going back to what I was saying, you guys are young, old enough to remember.
Young and old enough.
When we actually had snow in, say, October, November, December, consistently every freaking year.
Sure.
Right?
To an extent.
So
Right.
you have people who are denying that there is any amount of
Impact?
Of I'm not going to say impact because
Oh, okay.
any amount of climate change happening, because it is happening. That's the thing.
It's happening.
It's easy to recognize. Now, how much are humans contributing? I don't know.
That's always up for debate.
And I feel like it would have happened no matter what. You know, we're talking about an Earth that's like on a tilted axis and it's wobbling.
It's wobbling, but and another to go off that too.
Go ahead.
The magnetic poles are going to flip eventually. They are working toward that right now. I think it's like, I don't remember how much it's 16 inches a year or something like that. That it's ratcheting.
Slowly changing.
I mean, we're not going to see it flip in our lifetime.
No,
but it's ratcheting enough, and it will flip.
So the denial, the lack of belief in climate change, which we do latently see and is a part of politics, that is one of those things where I'm like, are you idiots? Are you seriously not seeing this?
Do you remember, this wasn't that long ago, but do you remember when everything shut down due to COVID? People had to be in their houses. They couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the spaces that were so congested with human-produced pollution were all of a sudden clear. And they could see into waterways that they couldn't see in Italy.
Yep.
I remember that. And there was sea life that was coming into the area because the waterways were clear and free of, pollution. Oil and pollution and
in
debris.
India, like the sky was
and the sky
pure
was
blue.
clear. They
Yep.
could see. I want to say
LA.
it was in LA
too.
for sure. They
Yep.
could see across the sky. So to have a moment to be able to, as a global community, to be able to observe those things that we'd never had a chance to see before.
Yeah.
If nothing proved that there was an
Impact.
I'm going to say the word impact for just our daily consumption. There, it was evident, but the world opened back up, and here we are.
Hey,
again.
we're back. Hey, you know what? I mean, we
back
gotta,
in business.
right? America, fuck yeah!
Fuck. You play that little. No more strikes.
I
Okay.
don't think. No, let's get a couple more. Why not?
Fuck yeah. No, that's all right. That's all right. We got it. We got a couple.
And then for anybody who hasn't seen it again, it seems to be a culture that they show that's kind of preoccupied with almost reality programming. Yes, wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
Probably that too.
Because the movie theater that they go to see the movie,
Yeah.
remember that? It's
Yeah.
not even just the TV, but it's the theater, the
Yeah.
movie, the production. There's just nothing there. So the
I had to. All right, that's enough of that.
That's Trey's stuff, right?
Trey Parker, Matt Stone,
Yeah.
Team America.
Yeah, I'm trying to open up this
Super
link.
fun movie.
I'm always going
Oh,
to
wait.
complain about the plastics, though, because that never goes away. Plastic
true.
is everywhere.
Okay.
And now it's being found in
This won't translate
Humans?
audio.
Go ahead.
This won't translate audio, but I'll let
thanks
you
for
guys
playing
watch.
that.
Okay. So you guys got to watch it.
Okay, so there's a guy who's
This
yelling.
actually exists.
Oh, this is a
This
game show.
exists.
This is a Chinese or Japanese
This
game
exists.
show or
Watch
something.
this.
Looks like it's Japanese.
Yes, it's Japanese.
It's a guy who's getting hit in the...
So it's
Yes,
a line
in
of
the
men.
balls.
It's a line of men in.
It looks like he's asking him a question of some sort.
Yeah, each of them are in a different colored gi.
Yeah.
And like it's some type of game show where there's someone going down the line asking a question of the men down the line. And the men have what is in the front of their pants. I can't tell. Is
I don't know.
A bottle of water?
I
or
just
something?
know they keep getting hit in the balls.
Okay, it looks like there's something.
If they get the answer wrong.
Yeah.
So there you go. It already exists. And then in America, of course, we have what?
And that relates to
Jackass and America's Funniest Videos. And people find this to be entertaining. I don't get it. And I know you guys are okay with reality program. You guys know how I feel about it.
We also got this.
It all new Ow my balls.
I was going to say this relates
my
back
balls.
to Idiocracy, where the main show that everybody watches is called Ow My Balls, and it's just a series of clips of probably one man.
It's
actually,
one
it's
guy.
one guy.
It's one guy because he shows up in the arena to sing the Star Spangled Banner, and then somebody comes up and kicks him in the balls.
Because he was never going to sing. Who are they kidding?
Right.
He wasn't there for that.
No.
They probably don't even know the
Just
words.
there to get his balls kicked in.
It's not
The Violence Channel. It all new
Violence Channel.
Ow my balls.
The Violence Channel. That was the name of the channel that Ow My Balls was on. And the funny thing, too, is the screen that is depicted in the movie, the guy's watching Ow My Balls on, is this gigantic fucking screen that's probably about like 4 feet in front of his face. The screen that he's watching it on is such like a postage stamp size picture, and then all around it are a bunch of ads. And
right.
look what we have on YouTube now, and look what we have on ESPN.
That was my next thing.
Fox News and CNN and all. It's just all that shit going around the program that you're trying to watch.
Yeah.
And it's just this tiny little postage stamp, and everything else is going on around it.
And now that you're watching it now, I mean, like back then when it came out in 2006, it wasn't as bad. But isn't that what it feels like now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just taken to the nth degree. And
when I'm trying to
perception
look
is reality.
up information content,
Sadly,
and in
reality
fact,
is-
I thought about it like while I was looking up information and content for this episode, I was like, oh my God, I can't go to a website without just getting freaking pounded by this stuff.
Do you know how many times have you seen a TV show like NBC Nightly News, for instance? And I think CBS News does it too, where during the news, they'll bring the screen down and like a little screen off to the side, and then they'll show you all of the ads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. CNN did that. Keep talking. I'm going to bring this up here.
Oh, I only
CNN
got
did something like
one
that.
more point. Actually, if you're going to look something up, I'll make 2 more points. The one thing is, and I'm trying not to be mean to it. I don't know if it's a younger generation or what, but I ended up going into the store, and the kid tells me it's like $17.11 for my total.
Oh, boy.
So I gave him
Oh, boy.
$22.25, which means he's going to give me $5 plus
Making
some change
huh?
back, right?
Oh boy.
He seriously, and I kid you not, he looked at it like the girl at in Idiocracy. He looked at it like, why
What
are
is
you
this?
giving me this? and he looks at it and he goes, you gave me the wrong amount. I go, just type it into the computer. It'll tell you the amount.
The amount to
computer
He types
will
it in.
tell you.
He types it in, and he had like this moment where it showed 5, something change. He's like,
It just rocked his world.
It works.
It works. I can do this with this paper
and
stuff.
And he hands me the 5, like,
I like
kind of
money.
like, I'm not sure that this is right, but okay, here you go.
Simple math, ladies and gentlemen. Simple. There's calculators
have it?
for that.
Everybody knows how to use the reader.
I got
and
this.
just the stuff for the reader, and that's it.
Yes.
That's the whole thing.
yeah.
Well, not only that, but you can go through checkout and you can pay cash into the machine, and the machine will give you the change back. So again, not impacting a person. I did use cash in Europe, and I didn't have any
You
problems
just
there.
looked out of there.
Professional.
So, giving you guidance
I
at,
think it's the other
as
tab.
listeners, he's trying to flip his computer off.
Trying to flick my bick.
He's trying to flip your computer.
Just playing out my balls.
Did you just do the wild elephant laugh?
Wild. Nope, it just did it again.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
So what are we looking at?
So if anybody is familiar with this clip, and it's been around for a little bit, so CNN was doing coverage on Ukraine, and there was air raid sirens that were going on, and then they went to commercial.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right, So we're looking at
downtown
Ukraine.
Kiev.
Yeah.
Right.
Air raid sirens.
Air raid sirens. Just traumatizing.
And now we're going to go to a tiny little picture.
A little bit of chicken fried. Applebee's.
So-
and this dude with a hat,
Big ol'
cowboy hat, shaking his ass.
Yeah, he's
over his
twerking.
$1 boneless
The
wing.
most America commercial you could have, too.
My
Yep. And in the
moments.
little screen off to the side, while all that commercial's going on, are the sirens, the air raid sirens of an entire nation or country under attack.
I don't want to look it up because I don't know that we'd be able to find it right away. But of course, Tony is well familiar with John Oliver. And did you end up seeing that?
I celebrate the guy's entire catalog.
Yeah, there was an interview that was
Wrong John.
happening where they were talking about the. And I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy that he was the guy that brought out the information about the such and such act that allowed the government to be able to know what you're looking at. Like for instance, if you were to send a picture of your penis to somebody via text,
like you do,
the government would.
Of course.
Yeah. Well,
why not?
I'm sorry. Was
Continue.
I thought that was the whole
question?
purpose of text. Really, I mean,
the government.
Edward Snowden. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Edward Snowden. So they were talking, the interviewer is talking to somebody about this particular act that allows people to do this. And then all of a sudden, she stops the lady she's interviewing and says, "Oh, hold on. We have breaking news coming in." And she goes to the news about Justin Bieber being arrested. I mean, it was like...
That's news, huh?
But that goes back.
Man.
That was important. And
News.
that was like one of those things where what she was talking about was so important, and yet...
And this...
We go to that.
This superseded.
Which goes to
Superseded that.
Idiocracy. And I mean, I understand why she did it. That's ratings.
Do you find yourself watching the news sometimes and just scratching your head like, how is this news? How is this news?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
whatever.
often,
okay,
actually.
it's like a good 70%. I go, this is not news. This is filler.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
I think it's this is just probably a conspiracy theorist to me, whatever. It's all about money. It's all about what's going to get you
no, you're
clicks.
right.
And I think the internet really helped usher that in.
Yeah.
What's going to be like clickbait articles, clickbait YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-and-so gets this surprise. Watch what happens. Click. And like, oh my God, I got to see this.
I gotta know what happens.
Right.
And there's been modern...
Yeah,
or
you
there's-
won't believe what happens.
There's been comparisons to modern news to being clickbait. Yes.
Yeah. Ow, my balls.
So I was kind of hoping you guys actually might make me feel like we are heading towards Idiocracy.
Oh, did we not help your cause?
Not really.
Okay.
And here's the deal. This is the last thing I'll say about Idiocracy. I actually was trying when I was getting this ready, because we were doing it right before we all went to be idiots ourselves at the ballpark last week.
That was fun.
Yeah, we went to a
Vague recollection.
and we were idiots, but that was acceptable because that's what we were meant to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
We went to a beer festival at the ballpark, and I was doing my best to kind of talk myself into seeing the best in humanity and the things that we do. And
The best, Jerry, the best.
I had actually come up with some arguments to say that we are heading in an okay direction. And then prior to the beer festival, as you guys know, in the city of Lansing, which is where the beer festival is held, part of the lights went out in Lansing. And it was a good amount of Lansing that was out of power. So I went over to Tony's house to meet him there, and then we were going to take off and go up to the beer festival. Well, with the power out, of course, we had several stoplights out. And while we were trying to get there, what do you do when the power is out at a stoplight?
Ooh. I think I know this one.
Please.
You gun it as
That's
fast as you can.
Exactly what everybody was
damn
doing.
the torpedoes.
Are you guys joking?
No, it was ridiculous.
I did not know this.
And
I did not share this that day.
I was already stressed by the time I got to Tony's house. You know, I explained to him what was going on. I was like, I'm pulling up to a stoplight, and I'm stopping as you're supposed to do. Treat it like a four-way stop.
Yes, yep.
Right.
Yep, that's what I thought you were going to say.
That isn't the way everybody else was responding.
Nope.
It was, and
it's like everybody forgot how to drive.
Oh, it was, and specifically, what I thought of was that part in Idiocracy where the bridge is out and they kept driving off the bridge.
It's just a pile of cars.
I mean, it was ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right.
Can I make an observation maybe as to
Go
why
ahead.
that's happening? I'm just going to throw this out there. The views expressed by me do not reflect those of anybody else on the podcast.
This is a disclaimer. We should have started the episode with a full-on disclaimer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think the pandemic had a lot to do with that. I think the pandemic, when everything was shut down and we were all trying to focus on ourselves, I think we turned inward so much that, I shouldn't say we, but there are a good assortment of people who kind of forgot that there are other people in the world. And thought, well, it's just about me. It's all about me, and that's all that matters. And they didn't really. Okay, go ahead.
No, you go. I'm listening.
Oh, all right.
I have thoughts on it too.
And so it just became more of an obsession. I was going to say obsessment. That's not a word. An obsession about the self. And so it's me first.
And the gimme gimmies.
And the gimme gimmies.
Do you think the pandemic impacted people in like socially, like they don't, like social norms are a little skewed now? Okay, because I experienced something, and I don't know if I told you guys this from my German travels.
Oh, okay.
There was one adult that was with the group of us, and pandemic,
they tried to eat your schnitzel.
No.
All right.
So the pandemic, I was explained to by another adult that knew this person better than anybody else on the trip, that the pandemic had impacted him pretty severely. Yeah, and this was the first time they were really like getting out into the world and doing the things. Mm-hmm. He was extremely excitable. Mm. And there was a point where we were crossing the street in a very busy section, and the stoplights are like, go stop, like you're crossing.
That's what they're supposed to be, right?
I'm sorry. He
well, it's however they decide that they want to identify themselves.
He stepped out, and there was a car driving by. He tried to apologize to the person in the car, but the person's window was up. And so he went up and like waved into the window, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah."
Oh no!
And he's waving at this person, and they're trying. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. He's apologizing to a rolled up car window, and the person is trying to drive because they've got a green light. And the woman I was standing next to and I were so confused that we just saw a grown man apologize to a car, and then. Not only that, proceeded to introduce himself in English and try and have a conversation with a rolled up window car driving down the road. He kept moving with the car.
It's like the dog chasing after the car going down the road.
Thankfully, I turned my head the other direction because there was a tram coming. Because the woman I was standing next to was so captivated by what was happening. She was looking at that and she was about to walk into the road.
Oh, shit.
And so I saved her life. But I do feel like, yes, the pandemic definitely impacted people in different ways.
In different ways.
And I will even say myself, I feel socially awkward now.
I didn't want to tell you.
When I'm in a social situation, I feel awkward at times. And a lot of the times, I think what I see more than anything is when it comes to traffic, everybody seems to have lost their manners. Like it doesn't exist now, at least where we are. However, I will also say that I see people that are like more courteous and nice sometimes.
Yeah.
Than I used to.
It's a larger extreme, do you think?
I don't know. I just want to believe it when I see it. I think I just like focus in on it and go, that was nice. And actually, when we got done at the beer fest, everybody, we stopped by a store real quick. You stayed in the car. I went in. Everybody in there I did have an edible, so There is that. But everybody was really nice to me.
Okay, so maybe a little bit
The
of
views of
projecting.
DeeLow today are.
Everybody was really nice. And I was like,
I mean, I was totally mellow, but everyone was
I
really
was.
nice.
I was.
They call him Mel.
Although we did have, you remember that idiot? Like, as
Oh my God! Yes, we're driving downtown.
We're driving downtown. Go ahead, you tell it.
Okay, so we were driving downtown and we were coming up onto a stoplight. Well, it was green for us going in both directions, and there was a crosswalk. And there was somebody who was coming up, approaching the crosswalk. Normally,
And mind you, he and I were already talking a little bit about Idiocracy. So this was already on our mind. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So this guy proceeds to get close to the edge of the sidewalk, almost onto the street. Right as we're approaching him, he starts walking almost touching the car. He just starts walking. We haven't even crossed. No. We have not even crossed his walking path. He's already into the street.
Was his name? No, I'm just did he introduce himself?
I had to swerve not to hit him. I had to swerve not to hit him. It was ridiculous.
No, I'm saying was his name something? Was it the same guy?
He was trying to apologize. No, but and in the rear view mirror, after we had gotten past him, he was already like halfway through the street, and there was another car coming the other direction. So he stopped, spun around, walked the other way, threw out his hands, like, what the fuck is going on? As in we, the drivers who had the right of way.
What's wrong with you guys?
We were the problem.
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
And I think that was even the point where I was kind of talking to you about what I brought up here. I try to see the best in people, and I want to believe that
we would have seen the best in him
heading towards
if
that.
he were to have been splattered on the ground. We would have seen he had heart.
He had heart.
Literally.
Wow.
All right, so what's the verdict? Are we heading to Idiocracy?
I think so.
Sorry to tell you, DeeLow.
It's a slow process.
But just like that 16-degree tilt, it's just happening.
It's just happening.
How about that?
There's no stopping it.
Yep.
But you won't be alive to see the end result, so.
Well, if nothing else, we've still got moms, and that's always a good thing.
Aww.
It's coming up next. There is a better podcast. Heary. We're back again.
Close.
3 idiots in a room doing what we can to contribute towards Idiocracy. Every day is just a little bit closer to peak idiocy.
Thank you for tuning in to There's a Better Podcast.
With 3 Ys.
Upon the release of this that'll be a day after Mother's Day. So happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yeah, to all the mothers.
Including the one across from me. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I
happy
appreciate
Mother's
that.
Day.
Way to contribute to the Idiocracy.
Hey.
And I do jest, but I don't think we really brought it up. The idea behind Idiocracy, of course, is that the stupid people are all breeding while the smart people are not.
They just refuse to define when a good time is.
Yeah. Which
to do that.
You would be proof that's not, because I feel like you're smarter than both Tony and I. So
well,
yeah,
I don't know about that.
How are the kids doing?
They're doing great.
Hey, one knows German.
One knows German. Yeah.
Already off to a good start.
Is that a sign of being smart?
I don't know if it's a sign of being smart knowing German, but maybe just taking an interest in another language, I think, and seeing outside your own culture. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Gave you an experience, didn't it? You got to go over to Germany.
Man, I'll tell you what. It was pretty exciting. It was awesome.
I'll tell you what.
I appreciated all of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, in honor of Mom's Day, I have come up with a trivia game for the two of you. So I'm going to pit you against each other.
I like trivia.
Here is the rules of the game. There are no rules. I really didn't come up with a point system. I am actually going to award points as
you see fit.
As I see fit.
What's one of those?
But we're going to start it
100
off.
points for you.
We're going to start it
0
off right
points
now.
for-
I like that.
Since Sarah is the mother of the room,
Yep.
you get the first shot. All right.
What am I
so this
shooting
is
at?
all going to be about TV moms. TV moms.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I will give you points for guessing, first of all, the actual TV mom character name.
Ooh.
If you can get the first and last name,
Okay.
you get points there. And then if you get the added bonus, which would be the actual actress that played that individual, you'll get additional points. Again, I will be making this up as I go along.
All right, then.
Fudge.
Let's have some fun trivia
Let's
music,
get some
shall we?
music. Yeah.
I think that might be a little bit upbeat, but let it roll. Let it roll.
This is from Kevin MacLeod Archive on YouTube.
Okay.
It's called Happy Happy Game Show.
All right.
Nice.
And this one's for you, Sarah.
Okay.
In 2011, this TV mom, along with 4 of her co-stars, sued CBS for $10 million for breach of contract. Name either the actress or TV mom.
You're right. That is really happy.
What?
For this
Can I have the
song.
year again?
That was 2011 that she sued, and that was with 4 of her co-stars. CBS, $10 million for breach of contract.
Patricia Heaton.
No, I don't even know who that was. Who'd she play?
She was she was the wife and the mom on
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
No, it was not.
All
All right,
right.
Tony, you want to go for the steal?
I'm going to go with... I have to give a name.
It's 2011.
Any information you can come up with.
I'm going to go with...
If you can come up with the character's name, you can start there.
Yeah, in 2011.
I'm going to go with... I don't want to say it.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go with Betty White from the Golden Girls.
Oh, no.
I didn't want to say it because it's Betty White, but, you know.
Was she a mother in that? Was she a mother?
You know what? Maybe she wasn't.
All right.
Well, I already lost.
We got no points. Or here, let me see if I can give you some sort of hint. I'm going to send it back over.
Okay. With one hint.
I'm going to send
one hint
clue.
wonder.
I'm going to send it back over to
What
Sarah here.
if I got it without a clue? Okay, you can give me a clue.
I think this should be enough to give you a clue.
Okay.
I'm not
A
positive.
clue should be enough to give you a
Right,
clue.
right,
Okay,
right.
that works.
I found my thrills
When I picked up
on
a drill.
Blueberry Hill. No?
No.
Tony, you able to get it off of that? Are you able to
I
get
didn't
off
say I
on
didn't want to
that?
guess.
I'm,
I just didn't
I'm waiting
understand
for
your
Sarah's
clue.
guess, first of all. And then I'll go and guess.
Your clue just totally made me confused. Like that didn't even.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Uh,
You don't have to guess.
but I like to guess.
I think I got it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I think I got
Tony's going for the steal if you don't get something.
All right, go ahead, Tony. I got nothing.
I'm going to go with Leah Remini, or Ramini, or however you pronounce her name, from King of Queens.
No.
God damn it, I thought that was the joke.
No,
They had
Richie,
no children.
Richie Cunningham used to sing that all the time.
I thought we were going with B.B. King.
What does?
I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. Richie Cunningham.
Who?
Happy Days.
Happy Days? 2011?
This is Marion Ross, yeah. Mrs. Cunningham. Marion Cunningham.
In 2011.
We were off to a roaring good start. Yeah, 2011. She sued along with Tom Bosley.
Tom Bosley.
I was
the guy
thinking
who
the
does
show was running in 2011.
And the guy that played Ralph and Potsy.
Yeah.
They all sued because they were using their likeness and their images in all sorts of merchandising. They were not getting any money for it.
Okay.
And by the time they were done, they sued for $10 million, got $85,000 each.
I love that your scoring so far is a fireball.
Yeah, you're right.
It was a 0, and then it turned into like an orange fireball. Okay.
All right, so Tony took the last shot at that one, so it's going back to Sarah here for another shot at trying to get at least one mom on the board here. In 2002,
I'm a mom.
in 2002, this TV mom made an appearance in a Weird Al Yankovic video for Amish Paradise.
Oh,
Name
Florence
either the-
Henderson.
Okay, and who did she play?
Carol Brady.
All right, there you
The
go.
Brady
You,
Bunch.
you got it all there.
Do you want me to sing the fucking jingle?
No, I am going to give you 50 points. 50 points there for that.
I think Tony would have done just as well if he had
No,
a
actually, I
chance.
did not have that answer. I would not
Really?
have guessed.
But that's all right.
man, all right.
Tony's on deck now. So, Tony, here, this one's going out to you. If
Oh,
you
great.
include the unaired episode entitled I'll See You in Court, this TV mom spent 259 episodes on the Fox network.
259? So
including that one unaired episode that never aired on Fox.
Okay, so it's not Malcolm in the Middle.
Not that.
Nope. Oh my God. I'm just enjoying this.
I was gonna say, are you gonna
Music
guess
is
or are you
going
into
on
the
here.
jam?
I'm into the
Do you want me to
jam.
read it again?
No, I don't, because I do not have a guess.
I have a
I'm
guess.
sorry. I'm gonna go with I don't know, Peggy Bundy from Married with Children.
And who played Peg Bundy?
Katie Seagal. Bing, 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 bing,
Oh,
bing, Jesus
my
Christ
guess.
of Latter-day
Good job.
Saints. Hey.
That was gonna be my guess.
Yeah, that right off the bat.
Nice
I'm
job.
going to give you 60 points on
That was
that
great.
one. 60 points. Congratulations.
I thought they were all 50
Congratulations.
points.
That means that's going to...
I guess it depends on how...
The points are made up.
Depends on...
I told you, I'm making this up.
Depends on how, the question, the length of the question, the movement of the sun to the moon and the stars.
We're at 14 degrees.
We're heading back
shifting
over
now.
to Sarah here. Sarah, this one's up
Okay.
for you for grabs. In season 2, this 80s to 90s TV mom performed a duet with Stevie Wonder in an episode entitled A Touch of Wonder.
Can you repeat the whole clue? Oh my
Season 2,
God.
80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So it was on the 80s and 90s.
Got it.
TV mom performed a duet with Stevie Wonder, the legendary Stevie Wonder, in an episode entitled A Touch of Wonder.
It's The Cosby Show.
Okay. Who was
Florence Henderson.
Who was the
For
mom?
the steal.
Phyllis. Oh no. Oh, what is her name? Felicia Rashad.
Ah, damn it.
Okay.
That's my guess.
And what was Felicia Rashad?
She was a lawyer.
Yeah,
Mrs.
but
Huxtable.
what-
Claire Huxtable.
Claire, there you go. Bing, 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 bing.
Man, that took a lot to pull out of my brain.
Congratulations. I am going
Nice
to
job.
award you 300 points for that. So you're at 350. Tony, you're at 60 right now, so you need to
Wow,
volley back
I
here.
need to make up a lot of ground.
Yeah. This 50s to 60s TV mom had a cameo as Aunt Martha in the 1997 film adaptation of the original TV series. 50s and 60s TV mom made an appearance as Aunt Martha, who was also a character in the TV show, I might add. In 1997, a film adaptation of the original TV series. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I'll give you that.
What was the?
I hate you all so much!
There was a film adaptation. Did you say what year that was? Or how many-
1997 is when
97, okay.
the adaptation came out.
I have no clue.
And it came out as a movie.
I'm going to say, I don't know, the Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. That is incorrect, but I'm going to go ahead and give you 20 points for taking a shot at it with an Adam Sandler movie that had absolutely nothing to do with the 50s and 60s. So you are 80 points now. Congratulations.
Hey!
That does volley it over to you, Sarah. Can you get it?
Oh, yeah!
Don't get your panties all in a bunch.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
What year was the movie?
That was 1997. It was a 50s and 60s TV show.
Florence Henderson. The Brady's Bunch sequel. That's my guess.
I am going to
But I know I'm
deduct
wrong.
30 points from your score because
Jesus.
you already guessed that. So it is 320 to
She
80.
did make an
And
appearance as the
the
sequel.
correct answer was Barbara Billingsley as June Cleaver. June Cleaver.
There was a
leave It to,
movie?
yeah, Leave It to Beaver.
Who
1997.
the F is watching that?
I don't know. Somebody had to have. Since Sarah took that last shot, Tony, it's back to you.
Oh.
The actress that plays this TV mom has said that her character has grown up to be a little more snarky and sassy and sexual, with some episodes suggesting the mom is either bisexual or bi-curious. You want me to read through it again or not?
I'm going to say it was the mother from that 70s show who played Kitty.
Kitty?
Yes.
Oh, whoa. I'd like the clue over again. You can deduct 100 points from whatever I do. I care.
That is
No, don't do
20
that.
points off, so you're at 60 there, Tony. You're still at 320 here, Sarah. Do you want to take a shot at this?
I do,
I'm
but
making
I
a
you
comeback.
want me
can
to
you
read
take it
through it
from
one
the
more
top?
time? Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
thank
Making
you.
a comeback.
Actress, TV mom, said her character has grown to be a little more snarky, sassy, and sexual, with some episodes since its inception suggesting that the mom is either bisexual or at least bi-curious.
Allison Janney from the TV show Mom.
Ooh.
Well, you
Is
know, Allison Janney.
Alex Borstein
Borstein.
as Lois
Family
Griffin.
Guy.
I should have leaned into shows that you watch.
All right. No,
right.
That's actually a really good point that you're making. Okay.
All right,
New
coming up.
tragedy.
New strategy.
Moving it back over to Tony here. He's still trying to get up to 320. The actress that played this TV sitcom mom has made cameo appearances in several other sitcoms, including The Jeff Foxworthy Show, Friends, and Seinfeld.
Her work is great.
She's not very well known.
So
That's her stage name.
she was made cameos or appearances either in actually in all of these: Friends, Seinfeld, Jeff Foxworthy Show.
As a mom? As a mom?
As a mom. Or is she just a mom in real life?
She might be. I don't know. I
Okay, so
never
it's
talked to her.
So it's a character then that she was a mom.
Well, the TV.
I'm gonna go with
sitcom.
Allison Janney from Mom. Oh,
You want to take a shot at it, Sarah?
Seinfeld? What was the other one? Seinfeld?
By the
The
way,
other
I'm going to
shows?
give you an extra 20 points just for
Just for recovering the Allison
for
Janney.
making weird noises.
Oh. Your mouth sounds. He's just gonna. Now he just wants more points for making mouth sounds.
no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm
All
not
right.
gonna,
Well,
okay.
they'll start getting deducted
unless they're do your best Michael Winslow impression.
Okay.
You got anything for me?
I don't know if he's a
What
mom.
were the. So it was Jeff Foxworthy, Friends, and what was the other one?
Seinfeld. She made
Seinfeld.
appearances on all of those. That was the woman that played the mom on the TV sitcom.
Is it George's mom? I don't know her name.
It was Kitty Foreman.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
There's Kitty Foreman.
Oh, Kitty.
That is Deborah Jo Rupp as Kitty Foreman in the That 70s show. All right, Sarah, I'm going to give it to you again. Give you a shot at this one. This TV mom broke ground for Moms Everywhere by insisting that her real-life pregnancy be written into the storyline when the word pregnant was not even supposed to be mentioned on TV.
Oh, I know this one.
I know you did. So don't.
Well, that kind of worked out nicely, didn't it? I mean, I didn't take it right off the bat. That's
I
what I'm
wanted to
saying.
give her a shot at it. So she got pregnant, wanted it written, and demanded it got written into the storyline.
Yeah.
But back then, pregnancies weren't even mentioned in
I know I should
stories.
know this because I know this story. And for the life of me, I don't remember who this is. Damn it. Yeah, I don't remember. Take it away, Tone. I know the story and I don't remember it. He's pulling up a clip.
I'm going
This
to give
is
you
how
an
much
extra
he's showing off.
25
Yeah.
points.
No, you don't have to give me nothing.
Oh, no, you got 25 points for admitting you had no idea.
They're yours. Take it.
All right.
There it is.
All right, that's fair. Who played her?
Lucille Ball.
All right.
Yeah, I should have known.
And what was her name in the TV show?
Lucy.
That is correct. Can you give me a little more of that? What was her last name?
You want more of this? Okay, I'll give you more of this.
No, give me the last name. Come on.
Well, it was Lucy Arnaz was her actual name. Lucille Ball was her stage name.
He's really trying to just
What was
get
the
this
TV show?
Yeah. So it was Desi's last name on the show. And then maybe you'll remember.
Lucy Ricardo.
There you go.
All right. Now, can you get it? And if you can get more of that,
What was
do
the
you know
baby's name?
Do you know?
I was gonna say the baby's
Do you know
name?
any of the other
Ethel.
parts of? Do you know Lucille's full name?
Didn't you just say it?
Lucille Montalbal Ricardo.
Her full
You
name-
killed my father, and now you must die.
On
No,
the TV
prepare
show,
to die.
Prepare to die.
on the TV show was Lucille Esmeralda McGillicuddy
Villa
Ricardo.
Lopez. Oh, I remember McGillicuddy now.
How many
Okay.
points do you give yourself
Yes.
for that?
You give yourself 60 points. For
I
that.
am
yourself
actually going to
500
give
points.
Tony 50,000 points on that one, so he's at
Yay.
50,080 points.
All right.
50,080. So that's really
you
got a lot for you to
have
catch
enough
up.
room on that
But you're up next, so you
scratch
can
card?
do it
Oh,
right
there's
here.
more? Okay.
It is. I got two more. All right. This 90s sitcom ran for 6 seasons, with the TV mom being replaced by a different actress in season 4.
I know this one.
90s sitcom, 6 seasons, TV mom got replaced in season 4?
It's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Is my guess.
Now, can you remember the name?
Aunt Vivian.
Yeah, so you got Vivian. Do you remember her last name?
No.
Okay.
Aunt Viv. I got stuck on Aunt Viv.
So you got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was good. I'll give you
20 points.
No, I'm going to give you probably 10,000 for that. Just for saying that because it's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is you didn't say the Fresh Press of Bel-Air from last week. So I'm deducting 5,000 for that.
Okay.
So that puts you at 5,045. And then I'm going to go ahead and just to round this out, another 5. So you're at 5. Getting it correct, you're at 5,000.
In this amount of time, I should have remembered Vivian's last name.
350. Well, I was trying to hold on.
I know.
Okay, so that was Jane Hubert that played Vivian Banks.
She's a replacement. Banks, thank you. She was a replacement, though, wasn't she?
No, I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Who's the OG?
Daphne Maxwell Reid was the other one.
She was a replacement. Okay.
Okay.
The same Daphne that was in Frasier?
No.
Because I like the underdog, I'm going to give you a shot at catching up to Tony here. So, Sarah, you're up one more time. Final question of the TV Mom Trivia. Like many of the characters on the TV show, this TV mom's age and birthday constantly changed to fit the actual storyline. Like many characters of the show, the mom's age and birthday constantly changed to fit the storyline. Any ideas?
Marge Simpson. The Simpsons.
Whoa!
Do you happen to know who voices?
I got it right. What are you doing?
I hit the wrong button.
That's all right. I gave you a big thing.
There, is that better?
All right, that's quite enough.
Julie
Andrews.
Do you know her last name? Julie
Louis Dreyfus.
No, I forget.
Oh.
Say it and I'll remember it.
It's Julie Kavner.
Okay, thank you.
Julie Kavner.
Yeah, sure. That hurt.
That actually puts you at 50,075 points. However, because you're a mom, you get an extra 10, which puts you over it, putting you at 50,085 points. Congratulations, Sarah. You just won TV Mom Trivia.
Yay! Woo-hoo! As it should be. Nice job, Tony.
Yeah. Good job, Mom.
Good job, Tony.
Good job, Sarah.
All right. Well, we didn't mention it on the last one. Did you want to mention anything about people, other podcasts? I don't know. You had it on there on the.
I'm glad you said that because I did want to mention that. I totally forgot to. But so as you probably heard, we had aired a commercial or an ad, if you will, for our friend of the show, Tattoo Squid. He's got a podcast. If you've got a podcast and you want to put your podcast ad on our show, please do so. We'd love to help you out, and if you want, we'll even do one for you too. How about that? Maybe we'll do some swapperoos. We'll swap some spittle, if you will.
That sounds disgusting.
Doesn't it, though?
Ow, my balls.
But yeah, if you want to put something together, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, make it whatever you want.
Make it snappy.
Yeah, make it snappy, and we'll put it on our show to promote your show.
Cool.
So there you go. Get at us. You could do that through email. Thereisabetterpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter. There is a better one to do that if you want to. However you want to get to us, you do so. Yeah, thanks.
And if you made it this far into the show, we want to say thank you for listening. And you also get to find out the code word, which is ball breaker. Ball breaker is the code word. You can't actually use that for anything, of course.
Nope.
But
write it down on the dust on your dash.
You now know the code word. And you can email it to us with the subject line ball breaker at what email?
Thereisabetterpodcast@gmail.com.
You could twat the word to us at
There is a better one. Or it's the number.
Of course,
one.
You can always Instagram the word to us at There Is a Better Podcast. Finally, my Jacob.
Sounds good.
Skibbity.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost said my real name. My name's DeeLow.
We really did go really far into the idiocracy of this today, so it worked out really well.
Yeah, it did.
It was fun.
All right.
Opposite to me,
Jesus.
Sarah. I'm Sarah.
Christ of Latter-day Saints.
This guy over to the left has
I am Tony. Tony.
And you are DeeLow.
DeeLow.
I am, and whether you like
DeeLow.
us, we hope you love us. You could hate us one way or the other. We are proof that
There is
a
better podcast.
In your butt.
Oh, God. Nope.
There is a better podcast
In your butt.
So